Trinadapi Sunichena Charadiva Sahishnuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari Hare Nama Hare Nama Hare Namaiva Kevalam Kalo Nastyeva 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 Gatir Anyata. Today I'm going to sing and explain a song by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, one of the great acharyas in our line and the pioneer of bringing Krishna consciousness to the Western world. He has written many songs in simple Bengali language which explain the essence of what is the Krishna consciousness movement. So we'll sing a little bit and I'll explain as we go along. Gāy Gorā Madhur Sware, Gāy Gorā Madhur Sware. Everybody. Gāy Gorā Madhur Sware. Again. Gāy Gorā Madhur Sware. So here in this temple, very special, unique temple, we have Pancha Tattva, and the deity front and center is this Gora, Lord Chaitanya, Gauranga. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur in this song is saying that this Lord Chaitanya is singing something, and he's singing something very sweetly. What he's singing is sweet, and the tone which he is producing from his mouth is also very sweet. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now your turn. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. One more time, everybody. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is known as the Maha Mantra. Mantra means a transcendental sound vibration which can take us from the material platform and transport us to the spiritual or transcendental platform. Mantra is not material. It's not mundane. Ordinary sound vibration that you hear on the radio, television, that is material sound vibration. But this Maha Mantra is coming directly from the spiritual sky. Nowadays, we buy so many things imported from China. But this Maha Mantra is imported from the kingdom of God. It is a spiritual, transcendental vibration. Now, this Maha Mantra, why is it called Maha? Because in the scriptures, there are thousands and thousands of mantras. But this particular mantra, consisting of 32 syllables, 16 words, and 3 seeds, Hare signifies the feminine aspect of the absolute truth. Krishna and Rama, the other two seeds, signify the masculine aspect of the absolute truth. Both is there. Although God is one, God separated into divine male and female and still remained one. This is a transcendental mystery, which we call Radha Krishna. Can you all say that? That is a transcendental mystery. One God separated into two personalities. Why? In order to enjoy loving exchange. So, Hare, everybody say, Hare, is how we approach God through His pleasure or mercy potency, Mother Hara. And our spiritual master, founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada, has taught us that this Maha Mantra is just like the child crying for its mother. When the child is crying, the mother comes and gives all attention to the crying child. So we cry out to Mother Hara to give us shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna, who is all attractive. That is the meaning of the word Krishna. Everybody say, He is all attractive. And then the other name, masculine name, Rama. Everybody say, Rama means the reservoir of pleasure. Some people have a misconception that they think spiritual life or religious life is one of severe penances and austerities. But actually, the spiritual path is one of spiritual pleasure, happiness. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Susukam kartum avyayam. This path of Krishna consciousness is easy, joyfully performed. So Lord Chaitanya, He is the teacher for this day and age, and He taught personally that the best process of self-realization, the easiest process to achieve God realization, is this chanting of the Maha Mantra. Maha Mantra means there are so many mantras, but this one is the mantra on steroids. It is the greatest mantra of them all. How is that? You think I'm just joking? Here is the proof. There is a hymn, Vishnu Sahasranam, 1,000 names of God. But the great devotee, Shiva, Lord Shiva, he once told his wife Parvati, she asked him, why are you chanting the names Ram? Everybody say, Ram. Everybody. Ram. So she wanted to know why you're always chanting this name. So Lord Shiva told her that this one utterance of the two syllables, Rama, just one, is equal to chanting 1,000 names of God. To chant Vishnu Sahasranam may take you 45 minutes, an hour. How long it takes you to say Rama? Nanosecond. I don't know about you, but I like taking shortcuts. So, Rama equals 1,000 names of God. But we don't stop there. There is a statement in the scripture Mahabharata that if you say the name Rama 3 times, can you do that? But that wasn't everybody. I want everybody. 3 utterances of the name Rama is equal to 1 utterance of the name Krishna. So now you can understand something about how this is called Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Sing Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody sing. Viye Tako, Vanne Tako, Sadahari, Bole Dako, Sukhe Duke, Bhulo Nako, Vadane Harinam Korove, Gāy Gorā Madhur Sware, Gāy Gorā Madhur Sware, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please clap and sing, everyone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, in this next verse, Thakur Bhaktivinoda is saying, it doesn't matter your material position. In some spiritual movements, it matters whether you're a man or a woman, or whether you're born in a high caste or low caste. We see this in various religions. But in this movement, Lord Chaitanya's movement, no restriction. Whether you're householder, renunciant, rich, poor, young, old, American, it doesn't matter. There is no restriction. Everyone can chant the holy name of God. During the time of Lord Chaitanya, 500 years ago in Bengal, the priestly caste who were attached to materialistic prestige, they objected that Lord Chaitanya is giving this name of God to the low-class people, the untouchables. And they complained because at that time, Bengal was ruled by the Muslims. There was a Muslim magistrate. So these so-called priests, Hindu priests, they complained to the magistrate that this Lord Chaitanya, Gorā Hari, everybody say, Gorā Hari. He is giving this name of God to the low-class people. Now they said the value of the name goes down. That's the law of economics. When something is very rare, price goes up. When something is easily obtainable, price is low. So they were thinking we're now going to lose our prestige, our position. He is giving this mantra even to the outcast people because they were thinking it was material commodity. But no, the name of God does not belong to anyone. It belongs to everyone. Just like, can America claim the sun belongs to the United States? I know Trump, that'll be his next thing he says. No, nobody can claim, oh, the sun belongs to us. No, there's one sun in the sky, whether you're in India, South America, wherever you go, one sun equal to everyone. So, in many places in the scriptures, God is compared to the sun. So many different comparisons. He's brilliant like the sun. So, God belongs to everyone. God is not Hindu or Muslim or Christian. He doesn't belong to your club. God is for everyone. As Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, I am the seed-giving father of all living entities. There's one God. We call him by different names, but he is available to everyone. And this Lord Chaitanya, God himself, freely distributed the holy name of God to anyone and everyone, free of charge. Where in America do you get something free of charge? Nothing. Now they're gonna make you pay for water, and I guarantee you, I do a lot of flying on the airplanes. You watch. It's coming soon. Oh, you want to use the restroom? $1, please. You watch, mark my words. I'm predicting. Credit card to use the bathroom. It's so sad, nobody's laughing. I know it's sad. God is available to everyone. So Lord Chaitanya says, everyone, regardless of your social position, can chant the name of God. And then Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, if you're happy, chant. Why? You'll become more happy. If you're in distress, chant. You'll become happy. Trust me, I've been doing this since 1973. Trust me, I would not do this chanting unless it worked. Guarantee, if this chanting of the Maha Mantra didn't work, I wouldn't have spent a second day. But the fact of the matter is, it's actually scary how true this philosophy of Krishna consciousness is. It actually does work. It actually is the absolute truth. Krishna is God. And this chanting of the Maha Mantra will make you happy, happy. Yes, some of you might know that song. When we chant Hare Krishna, we become happy, happy, happy. How many of us who are chanting regularly become happy by chanting? There you have it, the proof. Satisfied customers. Trust me, nobody is going to chant, like I said, since 1973, every day. When I used to go visit my father in New York, before he passed away, my wife and I would go there, and after the first 10 minutes, how are you? everything. Then he'd hear us. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. And every time he'd say, how can you keep saying that same thing over and over again? And every year I would explain to my father, because it makes me happy to chant. And I would try to explain something, but he could not appreciate. And every year the same thing. How can you say that same thing over and over and over? But those who can do it, those who do it, they'll tell you. I give another example. Before you go home tonight, you will eat a sumptuous feast, will you not? Yes. Right? Now, nobody can determine, oh, you've eaten too much. No. You know when you have eaten enough. You know in yourself, give me more. Give me more. Okay, no. Nobody else can verify. You know in yourself when you're full and happy. So the same way with this Krishna consciousness. There is a nice verse in Bhagavad Gita. Pratyakshabagamam. I love that word. You want to try it? Pratyakshabagamam. Hey, you're not too bad at Sanskrit. Give yourselves a hand. That was pretty good. Very good. That's not an easy Sanskrit word. Pratyakshabagamam means that this science of God consciousness, Krishna consciousness, is something that's directly perceived by you. You don't need certificate from anyone. You know in yourself how you are advancing. You know in yourself how this Mahamantra and Krishna consciousness is benefiting you. I know 2 Swamis in our movement. I know them personally. Years ago, because they come from very, very wealthy families, as we say in America, stinking rich. All right? So these 2 sannyasis, they come from very wealthy families. And many years ago, in both cases, the parents told them, either you give up this Hare Krishna or we're taking you out of the will. They stood to inherit millions of dollars. But what did they tell their parents? Adios. They would not give up chanting Hare Krishna for any amount of money. Again, there's another proof how real this process is. That somebody would say, keep your money, that is all right, but I will not give up Krishna. I will not give up Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Everyone, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Maya jale badda hoye, acho miche kajloye, ekona chaitanya pe, Radha Madhav Nam bolo re, Gāy Gorā Madhur Sware, Gāy Gorā Madhur Sware. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time, please. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So in this third verse, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that if you are not chanting, if you are not engaged in Krishna consciousness, then you are bound up in a network of illusion, bound up in a network of frustration. This is very nicely explained by Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is the beginning book of transcendental knowledge. Transcendental knowledge is not taught in Berkeley or Harvard or any mundane institution. Transcendental knowledge is learned here. Transcendental knowledge begins with the book Bhagavad Gita. How many people have Bhagavad Gita at their home? If you don't have Bhagavad Gita, as the commercial so goes, don't leave home without it. So if you don't have Bhagavad Gita, Rupanuga, you can make arrangements. I'm sure we have a plethora of Bhagavad. So this is Rupanuga Maharaj. He is one of the prominent devotees in this temple. If you need a Bhagavad Gita, he will make all arrangements. But everyone should have this beginning book of transcendental knowledge. So in the Bhagavad Gita, God, Krishna, he says that when we are trying to enjoy this material world, when we're trying to dominate the resources of his material nature, when we're trying to exploit and enjoy, what happens is we become entangled. And the way the matrix is designed, yes, I use that word, Krishna's matrix. The way he has set it up is that you cannot, it is impossible to be happy trying to enjoy the material world. Impossible. You can enjoy for some time, but it won't last. You'll become frustrated. I don't know about you, but before 1973, I had so much experience of this. There's a whole music genre called the blues. And it's simply singing about how I tried to enjoy this material world, but I became frustrated. And after frustration, become angry. And when I become angry, I lose my intelligence. And gradually I go deeper down into the entanglements of the material world. Anyone who has struggled with any kind of addiction, you know what I'm talking about. But actually, everything in this material world is an addiction. Everything. Sex, not just drugs or alcohol, the pursuit of wealth, the pursuit of domination, everything becomes an addiction. And as I said, the way it is designed, you cannot find happiness on the material platform. If you want happiness, it's right here in this chanting. And that's another thing. Besides taking home Bhagavad Gita, how many of you have one of these?